So, so if you look at that scenario where we're talking about kind of iterative process, would you agree that to buy performance, or to have performance as the aim, to buy performance, you need definition, capture, and delivery, and you need to be able to see all of those things, and they need to match up. You need to measure them. So that doesn't matter whether that's happening upfront and that's for the lifetime of the project, or whether it's happening on an iterative basis. As long as there is clear definition of the objectives, there's clear capture and acceptance, and obviously contracting around that, whether it's the original contract, whether it's a variation order, change in the contract, whatever it might be, and then there's delivery against those objectives, then you can have this flexible kind of movable feast that both parties are in alignment on, and you can audit that alignment and make sure it's happening in the way that it should do. If you can do those simple things, definition, capture, delivery, then that feels like that's at the core of solving this problem, really. Would you agree?
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, this is part of the beauty of, this won't be a surprise to you, but obviously I'm a big fan of Zivio and some of the things you guys are trying to achieve. And that for me is fundamental. It's like the old Peter Drucker quote: what gets measured gets managed. If you're speaking a different language between your stakeholders and your suppliers, and there are ways other than technology where I think procurement can better engage with both of those groups and bring them together. But technology is fundamental here, because you have to have clear and precise ways of communicating the value that we're trying to drive for the business and translating that into actual performance targets for the supplier. And that could be performance in terms of actually doing something, or it could be performance in terms of actually achieving an aim, which is very complex and involves thousands of individual tasks. Or it could be even just achieving performance on an asset that's owned by the supplier. But yeah, going back to especially the definition part, that is,
it's not easy, is it?
No, because you've quite, as well as the fact that things are quite often changing over the lifetime of the project, you've also got a situation, I think, where you've got value drivers for the business that you're trying to translate into achievable outcomes for the supplier to put into a contract. But the more and more you shift those value drivers upstream, the more and more risk is shifting onto the supplier, which typically comes with a higher cost. So